Sure, I would do honestly.
It just confirmed something. Is the live fine on your end? We need to check this office's Wi-Fi. This is very slow. The connection is very slow. I don't know on your part. Is it fine? Can we start? All right, thank you. Let me start by giving my condolences to the Roman Catholic family. I was also born Roman Catholic. To the Roman Catholic family with the passing of the Pope, our deepest and most sincerest condolences to all Catholics. It's a sad day for the world. The Pope was what you call a revolutionary Pope. He came with changes and he made his agenda the poor. I think he's the first Pope outside the normal popes that were always there. I think he was outside the establishment, for lack of better description, and he made the poor his agenda. So to the Catholic family, our deepest and most sincerest condolences. The Pope is the center of speaking out. He spoke out about stuff that people were scared to speak about in church circles. But the Pope came, but his agenda was always the poor and the marginalized. And he brought a lot of changes during his reign, and that's how I judge a leader. What changes are you bringing during your reign? And the Pope truly, and to the Roman Catholic family, as I said, our deepest and most sincerest condolences, and we hope that the election of a new Pope is always something the world keeps a keen eye on. It happens by means of smoke. People are sitting in the Vatican. The Vatican is in Italy. It's like a city in Italy, Vatican City. And people are sitting there, different leaders of the Roman Catholic Church, and they vote. And whenever there's black smoke coming out, it's a sign that we are not yet concluded. We don't have a Pope yet. But when you see white smoke coming out, it's a sign that a Pope has been chosen, and it will be on TV. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. And I've been to the Vatican in Italy. So it's a massive thing. So you'll see people will be standing outside and they'll be waiting and just looking at smoke. Once it's black smoke, they are still voting, deliberating, and counting votes for the next Pope. But once it is white smoke, that is a sign that we have a Pope now. So the people inside that vote for the new Pope don't have what you call they are not allowed to have access to the outside world. And the only access we have is by means of looking at the smoke. So we wish them a very good election for a new Pope. And we want to say thank you to the Pope for what he has done and the changes he brought. Then closer to home, I want to, Auntie Ingrid passed on. I was with her this weekend. Auntie Ingrid Andrews from Elders passed on. She was at a soccer with us. She's a fallen patriot. So Ellen Adams in 17. So Ellen, I just saw a video where she was closing potholes. Yes, it touched me deeply. She was closing potholes. So Ellen also passed on. We also have Joshua Williams from Belhard that passed on. Our deepest and most sincerest condolences. And El Rado Park, we've lost Big. PA, we've lost Peter. These people never complained. They never occupied positions in the PA. They were just people that loved the Patriotic Alliance. And I want to say to the 3 patriots that passed on, to their families, I want to say our deepest and most sincerest condolences. And there will be a memorial service this week, which I will attend, of Leader Ingrid and Leader Suellen Adams, who will have a joint memorial service, because these people were joined at the hip at the PA. We are all joined at the PA. And I would like to tell the leaders to have a joint memorial service for them. And I will be in contact. The DSG will make the funeral arrangements. And I also want to tell the patriots, you must tell your family when you pass on that you are a PA, that you are a patriot, that, you know, we don't want to hear family saying, no, it must be not, the funeral mustn't be political. If the person that died, and nobody said that, I'm just giving you. My family can't say to the deputy president and the SG tomorrow, no, we don't want Gayton Mckenzie's funeral to be political. What do you mean you don't want it to be? This man spent his life in politics. This man he was wearing PA t-shirts all the time. So there is uncomfortable conversations that we don't want to have, but that we should be having with our families. So that it is like now, PA will no interior. Because these people were every day, they were wearing the PA t-shirts. These people would leave their houses and come and work for the PA. Now the PA must just fold their arms, and while our members have died, now it looks like they were not giving their life to the PA. So the PA must stand with them in death. So it's a very uncomfortable conversation, which if you are a fallen patriot, you need to have that conversation with your family and tell them, listen, if something had happened to me, PA moet a role speel. We don't want to politicize and look for votes at funerals. No, that's not what we do. But if the person was a PA member, he was a PA member. And we're not the type of party that ignores our members. In death now, oh yeah, you're dead now, we don't going to benefit from your vote anymore, we're not going to benefit from your hands, the work. No, we're not going to do that. So I hope that is very clear, and my deepest and most sincerest condolences to the families. Then I want to go with our appointments of, we will be, I said last time in the live, we will appoint the mayors in some areas. Today we want to concentrate on 2 areas. We want to concentrate on Central Karoo. And we want to concentrate on Central Karoo. And we want to concentrate on Karreeberg. So starting with Karreeberg municipality. Karreeberg municipality, our mayoral candidate for Karreeberg municipality is Sasha Lee Bezuidenhout. Sasha Lee Bezuidenhout is our mayoral candidate. Our mayoral candidate for Oudtshoorn also, that is what we are coming with. Our mayoral candidate for Oudtshoorn is Suzanne Johnson. She's our mayoral candidate. Suzanne Johnson is our mayoral candidate. Karreeberg is Sasha Lee Bezuidenhout. Our Central Karoo district municipality is Terspruit. That's our Central Karoo district mayoral candidate is Terspruit. Our Lensburg mayoral candidate is Amanda Kleinboy. Prince Albert mayoral candidate is Arnold McKay. Beaufort West mayoral candidate is Eben Black Cupid Botha. And I'm coming to Central Karoo very soon. In probably a matter of days or so. we'll discuss. So let me just go over the names again. Karreeberg Municipality is Sasha Lee Bezuidenhout. Oudtshoorn Suzanne Johnson. Central Karoo District is Tish Prince. Lensburg is Amanda Kleinboy. Prince Albert is Arnold McKay, is our mayoral candidate. And Beaufort West is Eben Black Cupid Botha. And, you know, we've got so many hardworking and loyal patriots, that people like Dennis Matroos that I've worked with, which the party's got bigger plans for people like Dennis, people that have been really working there, which I'll discuss with them when I get there. But this is our mayoral candidate. I want to say congratulations to our mayoral candidate. And I can tell you, there's already 4 mayoral candidates that we're going to remove because they are busy with fights with other people instead of bringing unity. A mayoral candidate does not make you god of people. Being a mayoral candidate doesn't make you must now control people like they are nothing. You must bring peace. You must bring calm. We look at if you know your region, there's not calm, you are one of the 4 that we are removing again. So I'm mentioning this so we are clear. We are going to remove 4 mayoral candidates, which we've already announced, because there's no peace in the region. How can you be a leader and you are being elected to bring peace, but you're bringing strife? You're bringing more problems than what we had before you were appointed. We don't play that game here. You see, we come from PA from 2013 already. We came this far with all this bad luck, men talking, posting, talking, a lot of nonsense. People that has achieved nothing in their lives, nothing for their family. No inheritance for their kids. No inheritance not even financially, in brains. Inheritance is not money. Inheritance is teach your kids to live with people. Teach him not to be a hater. The best thing you can do is to teach your child not to be a hater. My daughter once said to me, she doesn't want to swim anymore because they were beating her. She doesn't like that lady, that girl that won. I said, why don't you like her? No, I don't like her, Dad. I said, you're becoming a small hater. Come here. And I sat her down and I look at that girl after I had a talk with her. She's a different person. A different person. She didn't like the person because the person beat her. And she told me, I don't like that girl. I said, come here. Why don't you like that girl? No, Daddy, I don't know. I just don't like her. I said, no, you're a hater. That's why you don't like that girl, because she's beating your ass. Come here. And I showed her about hate. So your inheritance you must leave your kids is to love people. It's not to be a hater. Your children follow their parents. You hate men on Facebook wat hulle nie ken nie. Your children see that stuff. Your heart is irregie. So the inheritance you must leave your kids. You can leave your kids money. Tomorrow they can have nothing. I'm telling you, you can leave your kids money today. Tomorrow they can have nothing. But if you leave your kids the inheritance of being friendly, loving people, being kind, being thoughtful, having gratitude, that would never leave you. That would never ever leave you. And that's what I want to speak to you about. To say that you can't be a mayoral candidate and then treat people like they are nothing. We are putting you there to bring unity. You are bringing disunity. Some of you think you're too important in the PA. I'm not even important in the PA. This party has lost many members. We've gained 1,000 times more than what we've lost. If you don't treat people right, some of you must leave the PA but to go and fix your heart and then come back. But so kan dit mos nie aangaan nie. Julle laat mense huil, but you are here to represent people. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. You cannot, you shouldn't. You need to love people. You need to respect people. You need to teach your kids not to be haters. But some of you can't teach your kids because your kids see on Facebook, you are just a hater. Groot opas that hate on people. Every day you post about people. What is your children? I feel so ashamed for your kids, for your wives, that you post about me every day. What does your wife think? Take beter met Gayton. I'm ashamed for your kids. I'm ashamed for your wife. I feel sorry for your kids because the example that you are bringing to them is that they must be haters in life. I nip that nonsense in the butt with my own kids. Don't want haters. I don't raise haters. I don't raise haters. We must teach. We must be kind. We must be kind. Oh no, why? I'm not in a position. Why is it? I will never. No. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Deliver. Life has no time for people that feel sorry for themselves. If I'm going to give you life advice today, life's got no time for people that feel sorry for themselves all the time. Los Madai. And if you are kind to people, that doesn't mean they'll be kind to you. But I was kind to them. Why did they treat him like that? Man, people are just like that. You can be kind to him and then he'll be unkind to you. Don't fall in love with, don't become the position. I'm a minister today. I'm a minister today. I'm not in love with the position of minister. If tomorrow the president calls me and says, no, we've spoken, we are reshuffling you out of the cabinet, I'll thank him. I'll say thank you. I'll go on. I will not go slit my wrist and become miserable. No, I will not. Because I'm not the position. I'm still Gayton. Ek is nog steeds Gayton. People say, this guy doesn't behave like a minister. No, I behave like Gayton Mckenzie. Because this is who I'm going to be until I die. I'm not going to be a minister until I die. You see, I can't become the position. I must remain true to who I am. The Gayton that my people knew before I became a minister is the same Gayton. You know, today somebody's telling me, no, come, you're late. You can't go greet the people. I said, listen here. Go to hell. Don't tell me about those Lastag people. Imagine you telling me you call people Lastag. I just said, go to hell. I'm going to greet those people. Imagine telling me today, no, come, you have to go there, leave those Lastag people, you can't greet them. Those Lastag people are the people that voted for me. Now you have some official telling me people are Lastag. Don't let people make you a person that you are not.
Beautiful, beautiful patriots. So this is one of the latest lives coming from the president in a very long time, and he speaks about a whole number of things. But most importantly, he begins by actually sending the message of condolences and some kind words to the Pope of the Roman Catholic followers, right? And the Roman Catholic Pope. Some nice words coming from the president, giving some condolences to that community in the world, that they must be strong in these difficult times, and may their next process in appointing the next pope actually come right. Yeah, wishing them a beautiful process in their next process of getting the next pope, right? And also speaks about the Patriotic Alliance funerals of somebody who was also from Eldorado Park, who had also been at the events this past weekend. A patriot at heart, somebody that they know was 100% behind the party. Then sometimes some families would just deny any involvement in politics, even though they know that their child or person was very interested in politics without any other political party, and also emphasizing that should he also pass, his family should not deny the politics part of the funeral being there, because what you live is exactly what must be when you being laid to rest, without a shadow of a doubt. If you were always a good person, if you were always an athlete, most probably athletes will be at your funeral. If you are soccer players will be at your funeral. And obviously if you're Patriotic Alliance members should be at your funeral. If you're Sundowns Also, Sarnon's parents should be at your funeral, and they must bury you because you would have been somebody that would have walked this thing called life with them at some particular point in time. And that I definitely agree with. Then the president also goes on to mention two and about 5, 6 others mayoral candidates. Mentions these mayoral candidates by name, all the candidates from places like Carrier, Berg, Oshuren, and also saying that he's still gonna be coming back to do other places, just like the Kahua part, which I know he's got a very big soft spot for, that place. Then also mention that the other 4 mayoral candidates that are still going to get removed from their positions because they actually been in disrepute and been in fights and entertaining fights rather than actually putting people together. And people by now disappoint me because they should have noticed that by now that this party does not accept that. And from the beginning they were told, do not engage in some of these things. For we need unity. And should you do that, it's going to become a whole big problem. And warns very much about small haters. They're making an example about his child, that you just need to shape these people from being young. Some people just want shaped to stop being small haters. They just like hating, and that is what causes a lot of the problems. Whereas you can just focus on the person and actually be a good person and make the best out of all the situations, no matter what. And some people just having bad hearts and lacking love and appreciation of people, which is something that we also need to take into consideration. We need to love each other and we need to show appreciation, people. We must appreciate each other against all odds. And I tell you so. And I thank you. Right? And then also speaking about how he had to continue to behave like Mckenzie. Continue to live like Mckenzie and not too much living into his position. Because his position of being minister is his position there, but doesn't automatically define him. Because at the end of the day, that will be removed someday. He is Gayton Mckenzie will always be till death. And that's how and who he must stay true and loyal to. And show him very much big agitation from people saying that some PA members who would like to greet him and whatever are Lastag people. And that is very, very necessary because people tend to just forget about those who are voting for them. But you need to continue showing love to them because you are in that position because of them. And that must never be forgotten. And Gayton Mckenzie is one person who will always show appreciation and love to his people from day one. And the Patriots have always came to appreciate that. I love that. I too have a picture with him. Why? Because he was able to actually give him his time to say, no, I will take pictures with my people. And before I leave, then I will know that I'm happy having done so. And it's one thing that makes him stand out and be so different from many, many others. Otherwise, Patriots, salute. I love you. Double dolis. Please do continue to share, like, subscribe.
Nothing. Sure, I would do ownership.